Hello. Welcome to this. This is like an additional video to my Five Nights at Freddy's 2 1020 mode guide with the dread that I showed off. And there were some questions left behind, mainly to the timer, how I did that and how I did that, and people didn't really know what to do. So I'm just gonna try to explain like a quick method how you can definitely do it, which is with LiveSplit. If I remember, I will put it in the description. And if you open up LiveSplit, then it's not gonna look exactly like mine. This is not gonna have a green background, and the font is gonna be a bit different, but it's kind of gonna look like this. There's like a lot of different settings and stuff you can do with LiveSplit. It's like mostly used for speedruns and stuff, but I thought that you could just use it for this particular strat as well. If I right click on this and go in settings, then you can see that it says it has a hotkey for start/split. In my case that's F8. I didn't mean to change that. In my case that's F8. You can set that to whatever button you want. Also make sure that you check global hotkeys, so that LiveSplit don't need to be clicked on in order for the hotkey to work. And now if I press F8, the timer will start running. And if I press F8 again, nothing will happen. Well, I also have the stop split set up for to F9. No, I don't want to do that, so I go back in the settings. Then, yeah, reset is F9. No, I don't want to change it yet, damn it. Exactly, so that's like the most important stuff that you need to know. So F8 for me to start, F9 for me to stop it. And you could actually use the LiveSplit. I think you can change that in the settings, but by default it's always in the foreground. So if I leave it there and start the game, you will see that LiveSplit is in the foreground. And the way I had my timer set up is I literally just had it right where it is right now. And some people are confused to when exactly they need to start the timer. So when I press ready, I'm gonna have the black loading screen with the clock in the bottom right. And as soon as the black screen goes away and I am in my office, that's exactly the moment where I want to press, in my case, F8 to start the split. And you obviously don't want to waste any time doing it. So if I press F8, I'm gonna pay real close attention, and then when it goes away, I press F8. What you could do is you can right click, edit splits, and then it's going to look like this, and then you can see start timer at. Don't worry about all of that. That's gonna be empty for you. That's not important. Start timer at, you could do like start at 1.5 seconds or something, if you know your reaction time is like 0.5 seconds. So when I hit OK, you can see it says 0.5, and when I start the timer, then it's just gonna start at that point. In case you know, okay, my reaction time is kind of like that, so it's at least somewhat accurate. You could work with that if you're going a bit overkill like I did, and I was kind of lazy to start the timer manually every time. You could also, there is probably a better solution to that, but what I also use is AutoSplit. So if I open up that program, LiveSplit is still running here, then it's going to immediately see no region selected, but that doesn't matter. And what this program does is it looks at your game, constantly monitors your game, and then has a image that it compares the game with. And if the game matches that image, then it splits automatically for you. Which in this case is actually pretty easy to set up. The only thing you need to think of is that here in start/split, it needs to be the same hotkey as you set up in LiveSplit, as well as the reset. So F8 for start and F9 for reset for me. That's the same setup here in LiveSplit for me. The others doesn't matter really. Then you only need one image that it compares your gameplay with. What you could do is you could start the game, and as soon as you see the office, make a screenshot and use that as an image. But I already have that one, since there it is. That's the image of the office. Like that's the screen you see when you plop in the office. I will try to upload that and put that in the description just so you can download that picture. The only thing you need to do with it is create a folder somewhere on your PC. I just have like a folder here called AutoSplit images, FNAF 2. And there's the image. And make sure that you name it the exact same way as it is here right now. Because like when you, for instance, just to show real quick, when you're like doing a speedrun with multiple slits and you have multiple pictures that it compares with. So it's gonna look kind of like this. But in this case we only need one. So it starts with 001, which means it's the first split image. Then office, you can call that whatever you want, it's just the name of the split. The 0.80 means that's the percentage accuracy that it's comparing with. Like if you set it to 1.0, then the image you're comparing with the gameplay needs to be 100% matching, so every pixel needs to be exactly perfect matching. That's not gonna be the case, so I have my accuracy set to 80%. You can just leave it like that, and then the 0 at the end also doesn't matter. You can just leave it at 0. That's just how long the AutoSplit image waits for, goes in standby mode till it looks for the next split image again. But again, we only have one split image, so it doesn't matter. Just download the file, name it correctly as it is right here. I'm gonna just put the name down in the description as well. Now the only thing that's left to do is you go in AutoSplit and then split image folder. You're gonna hit browse and look for that for that image path, like where the image is saved. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're not gonna see the image, right? FNAF 2, okay, yeah, you're not gonna see the image here, but I know the image is saved right in here in this folder. I'm gonna say select folder. There you can see it. That's the same as, oops, that's the same as this. And if I go to start AutoSplit, which I can also, yeah, if I press start AutoSplit, then okay, it's gonna say no region selected. That's because I didn't tell AutoSplit what it's supposed to compare with. I didn't tell, oh god. That's because I didn't tell AutoSplit what it needs to compare the image with. I hope this is gonna work. Probably not. So if I start the game, can I open? Okay, you can see that good. I have the game running and I'm gonna click select region. Then your desktop is gonna turn all white and you have like this cross as a mouse. The game obviously runs in full screen on my monitor. I don't think there's a way to set Five Nights at Freddy in windowed mode, but whatever. You're just gonna set the cursor all the way to your corner. You can barely see it, like you can see it here. I'm just gonna put my corner top left on the corner. And once it's there, I'm gonna hold down left mouse and drag it all the way down. So my whole screen is selected. In other words, my whole game. Then I'm gonna let go. Make sure you are from completely top left to completely down right, so the whole game is selected. And now in LiveSplit you can see the capture region is the game. And if I press start AutoSplitter, then you're still gonna see the game, but you're also gonna see the split image that you set up. That's the image it's comparing with. I hope I can... Okay, so here's LiveSplit, here's AutoSplit. I hope I'm able to do that in time. I'm gonna go in custom night. I'm gonna press ready and open up AutoSplit. And you will see that as soon as it loads in the game, it will kind of press F8 for you and start the split. Yeah, I didn't press F8 myself, the program did it for me. So the night started. You can also see the split image is gone. It means it saw the image in the capture region. It was the same picture. So it pressed F8 for me and yeah, split it, auto split. LiveSplit, god damn it, names are confusing. Also, a thing that I kind of was thinking about earlier on. If it's not working, maybe for you, you might not need the .png. It's just in my Explorer, I don't know, you can change it somewhere in the Explorer settings, but I have file extension names enabled. So I think by default in Windows it's turned off. I think oops, I didn't mean to open that. By default you don't see the .png, so maybe if it's not working, try to delete the .png. That's just a thought that I had earlier on. I don't know, but the name needs to be exactly the same. Just maybe, if it's not working, try to delete the .png. So how you would use that in an actual run is my AutoSplit is currently not running. So you're gonna wanna start the AutoSplitter, which is by pressing the button Start AutoSplitter. You know it's gonna running if you see the current split image right here. Then your timer is also not running currently. So you're gonna press ready. And once you're in the office, then your AutoSplit is gonna recognize that you are in the office and start the timer, as you can see. And let's say you're gonna die to someone. The only thing you have to do is press your reset button. In my case, as you saw earlier, thank you Foxy. As you saw earlier, for me that's F9. If I press F9, then my LiveSplit is gonna be set back to 0, and then just, you know, next attempt, don't forget to start the AutoSplit again and then press ready, and that's how you use that. Another thing that you can do is, if you're using AutoSplit, what I would recommend is that you go to edit splits and set start timer at 0.1 seconds, because the AutoSplit takes a bit of time to start the split, and this way you're gonna get pretty accurate results. Quick little extension to my guide, I guess, that to my guide that I did. First of all, my example run isn't honestly a good example run. There's a lot of situations that I didn't handle really well. Like one that I can think of, I looked right, Toy Bonnie was there, and I flipped up the camera. That's obviously not what I wanted to do. So I immediately put down the camera again, and then this desk animatronic spawned, which was like worst case. Obviously, if you see Toy Bonnie right, don't do what I did. Don't open up the camera. It was just muscle memory in that moment. Also, another thing is, in my video, in one situation that I explained, where when you put down the camera, you look to your right, there is no Toy Bonnie, no desk animatronic spawns, so you also look to the right vent, there's also no Toy Bonnie there. So you look to your left vent, there's also no animatronic there. What I said to do is constantly look left and right to see if someone's coming. That's not really necessary, since animatronics can only move every 5 seconds. So what you want to do in that situation, again, if you put down the camera, there's no desk animatronic, you look right, there's no Toy Bonnie, you look left, there's no, I don't know, let's say Toy Chica, there's no one there. Just wait for the next 10 seconds in the counter, like in this case 50. Yeah, just wait for the next 10-second mark and then look left again and right again, because only after that point of time someone was able to come to your vent. There is no need to constantly check left and right. In case that was too confusing, you put down the camera, there's no desk animatronic, you look right, there is no Toy Bonnie, you look left, there's also no animatronic, you just wait for the next 10-second mark, and if that happens, you look left again, you shine the light, you go back to the right vent again to check for Toy Bonnie, check that, and if then is everything fine, you just continue the cycle again with pulling up the camera and, you know, continuing the cycle again. So okay, that's a thing I noticed after I uploaded the video, so just tiny optimizations, I guess. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope that was not confusing, and good luck trying to beat the good old 10-20 mode. Bye.